All right, tool number one, I'm gonna introduce you to. You may have seen this tool. I'm sure if you watch my channel, you'll probably see it over and over again. It is the Corner Plus roller, and I'm gonna go grab one of these in our store. I have them in our store. I just used one 2 days ago painting the bathroom. It's an absolutely amazing tool, a must-have for anybody doing any painting with a 9-inch roller. I'm gonna go grab one over here, and we'll bring it back to the couch, and we'll show you what this thing is. They've got multiple different options of the corner roller that I'll show you now. And this thing is a little unusual. This is a 9-inch roller cover right here. And I'll start off, they have multiple options. They have polyester options, and then they have a microfiber option. And what is so special about this roller? So I'm gonna open this thing up. I'm gonna show you right here, the corner roller right here. It's a 9-inch roller that has the microfibers or the cloth or whatever you wanna call it, that wraps around the end of the roller. And what that does is that makes it so you can actually roll into your corners and not have to do your cut-ins with a brush. So it's basically eliminating a whole step. If your ceilings are the same color as your walls, it eliminates a whole lot of work to do when it comes to doing cut-ins. You can literally do all your cut-ins, all your corners with this thing attached to a 9-inch roller and then an extension pole, and it works absolutely amazing. And this is a high quality microfiber roller. Now these guys, this was invented by a painter. This was Chris Clark who invented this thing, and he owns a painting company out of Spokane, Washington, and it's called Stark Enterprises or Stark LLC. I'm not quite sure, but I've met his brother who is involved in their company selling these things. They've made these, and they even make a, I think it's being created now or already created, an 18-inch version. So stay tuned for that possibility that you're not just limited to a 9-inch version. They have 1/2 inch, so this is a polyester, and the difference between polyester and microfiber, the polyester to me is more durable. So if I'm doing rough surfaces like stucco or heavy knockdown, something that's rough, this thing's gonna be more durable. But this microfiber, this is about as high quality of a microfiber roller as you can get right here. This thing is absolutely incredible. This is a 1/2 inch version when it comes to the microfiber. They only have 1/2 inch. The polyester, they have a 3/4 and they have 1/2 inch. So this is a great product. And this, once again, for painters by painters. If you want to support a guy in the trades out there that's working his butt off painting and creating things that's going to make our life a lot easier, you want to buy this Corner Plus roller and support Chris Clark and Chad, his brother, in this business that they're running doing this. And they're still out there painting day in and day out, and yet they're manufacturing these guys and selling them to us to make us faster, more efficient painters. So there you have it. That is the Corner Plus roller. Now we're going to get on to another really cool tool that I use, and I think it's a must-have tool. All right, tool number 2 is the Tough Gaff. I'm gonna walk over here, I'm gonna grab a Tough Gaff. This is another must-have tool. This is a tool that I discovered, or somebody just sent it to me maybe a year ago, and I tested it out, absolutely loved it. You might see it on some of my recent videos because I like it that much. I'm using it all the time now. I'm gonna walk over here and grab one of these things, and we'll show you what the Tough Gaff is and how it actually works. So we've got them hanging up over here in the Paint Life Supply store. We have a 1-inch version and a 2-inch version of the Tough Gaff. And so let's check this thing out. And this is a product, it wasn't created by a painter. So our 4 painters by painters series is not only painters, but it's fellow people in the trades that also work in the other trades creating products that we as painters can use that's going to make us fast and efficient as painters and make us money. So here's the Tough Gaff. I'm going to open one of these things up. And gaff, there's in the filming industry, there's guys called gaffers, and these guys carry around rolls of tape on like a Velcro device that they hold all their tape on, and it's difficult to get the tape on and off. So a gentleman a Naibar in Israel who works in the film industry, making some major films, some trivia. He's done some Netflix movies and series. One of them is called The Spy, and another one's called Ellie. Involved in those. They make some films. So these guys are gaffers, and they created this device right here called the Tough Gaff, and it holds a roll of tape. And as a painter, we're always taping, we're always masking, and two ways that I've always held my tape as a painter. I've held it in my mouth like this, which gets old. It's hard to talk. I've also held it on my wrist. I've had rolls of tape on my wrist like this, but they get in the way. Getting them on and off your wrist is not always the easiest thing to do. But the other problem with tapes these days, I use a lot of frog tape and frog tape products, which has a polymer on the outside of the tape. Put it in your mouth, it's gonna make that polymer swell, make the tape no good anymore. Now we have the Tough Gaff. These guys invented this product, and you just hook it on your belt, loop right here, belt clip, belt, whatever you want, waistband, and now you can just snap your tape right in place, and it holds your tape. The tape's always with you. Hands are free, mouth is free. You don't have anything. Absolutely amazing. There's two different versions. There's a 1-inch version and a 2-inch version. So the 2-inch version will hold 1-inch tape and 2-inch tape. And when I'm masking, this is what I'll use to actually do my tacking down with. So I'm masking with my hand masker, then I'll use this to go back and tack. When I'm doing French doors, French windows, lots of little panes, coupled with the tadpole right here, I can use a tadpole along with my Tough Gaff, and now I can do French windows and doors. It's gonna make you faster, more efficient. You're not gonna be fumbling around, looking around for a roll of tape on the ground. Where's my roll of tape? It's always with you. So they got the 1-inch version, 2-inch version. I'm a big fan of the 2-inch version because it holds 1-inch tape and it holds 2-inch tape. So here it is, and this device, these guys, the inventor creator, they're over in Israel, and this is a high quality product from Israel. This is a super tough, durable, industrial plastic, and I have not managed to break one of these things yet. The spring on this thing is extremely strong, extremely responsive, and I think this thing's gonna last an extremely long time. I can't say how long. I've only had them for a year or less in that area, but they're nowhere near worn. So here's the 1-inch version, same thing. It'll hold 1-inch tape, but not 2-inch tape. I actually like having this thing on my tool belt. One of them's on my tool belt, so when I put my tool belt on, it's actually attached to my tool belt. So I have one on my tool belt when I'm wearing it. If I'm not wearing a tool belt, it's just on my belt itself. So that's it. That's the Tough Gaff right there, invented by a guy in the trades, the movie trades in the gaffing industry. So it's a great tool, very well made, a must-have. All right, we are on to tool number 3, and tool number 3 is the Spray Flex, and this was invented by a painter. His name's Pat McCauley, and I'm gonna get this tool. This is a pressure washing tool, and this is another tool that I just discovered this summer. And when I saw the thing, got it sent to me, I was like, aha, I think this thing is something I can use. So I'm gonna go grab one of these things hanging on the rack over here, and we'll come back and we'll show you what this thing is. The Spray Flex, they have 2 different versions of the Spray Flex, and they look the same, but they have different PSI ratings. One's higher PSI rated than the other. One's a 5,000 PSI rated device, and one's a 3,000 PSI device, and they look the same. Here's the Spray Flex, and I'll open one of these up and show you. This thing you attach to the end of your power washing wand, and there's a lot of little gadgets out there for power washing, for like doing gutters, and hooked devices where you can spray out your gutters. There's wands and stuff that bend and flex and do different things. But this thing, what I did is I actually just permanently attached this. I have two wands. I have a regular wand that doesn't have one of these on it. It just where I put my tips that I'm using when I'm power washing, and it's a 3-foot wand. But then I hook this onto another one of my wands, so it's screwed on permanently. And then I have a quick release fitting on here that I can attach any fitting that I want. But this thing flexes. So now I have a device that not only could I do gutters with, I can clean gutters out with it, but then I can also bend it and flex it and get up underneath things. So I could bend it, flex it any way I want. And even at 5,000 PSI, this thing doesn't actually bend. It stays rigid and stays stiff. So this is a pretty cool little device. It's something you're not gonna use every single day, but when you're power washing, there's a time and place for everything. I do clean out gutters and stuff for my clients, and I charge extra money for them. And this could be one of those devices. Instead of having to get on the roof and shoot them from down below, you can shoot them from a ladder and clean them out from a ladder. But then I don't have to remove a hook device to use my pressure washer wand straight. So now I can just hook it or bend it straight. I can use it straight. I could slightly bend it and get underneath the laps on siding. So it's pretty versatile. There's a lot of people using them for all different things. And who knows? I mean, if you've ever used one of these things, if you've used it for anything different than what I've used it for, just leave it down in the comment section below. I would like to know what these things are being used for. You've seen them. I did a commercial job as power washing a large stucco building that I did solo. The device was used in that video and stuff. So here it is. It is called the Spray Flex. Pat McCauley is the inventor. A little bit of trivia about him. He started his painting company when he was 16 years old. And in that painting company is still going today. I think it's been going for somewhere around 20 years or so. And Pat McCauley did turn over this company to another gentleman, Dan Hare. So Dan Hare has taken over the Spray Flex company right here. So they, I'm not sure if they make any other devices or if this is the only two devices I've seen. We have them available in our store now at paintlifesupply.com because they're a pretty cool device. It's one of those well-made things. I think once you buy one of these things, you're never gonna have to buy another one. So a few final thoughts. There's two of these things. So I just wanted to discuss the difference between the two. I mentioned it before, 3,000 PSI, 5,000 PSI, the ones with the red caps. These are the 5,000 PSI model. The ones without red caps are the 3,000 PSI model. And why would you want one versus the other? Now, if you're a painter and you have a 2,700 PSI pressure washer, which is very common because the ones that are 4,000 PSI and up are really expensive. If you got a smaller model, the 3,000 PSI is quite a bit cheaper, so it's going to save you money. There's no sense of getting a 5,000 PSI one if you don't have a 4,000 PSI pressure washer or a 5,000 PSI pressure washer where you're going to need that. So you have the options that's going to save you a little bit of money. So there you have it. There's three tools: the Spray Flex, the Corner Plus Roller, and the Tough Gaff. If you've used any of these tools, if you got any experience with them, leave it down in the comment section below. I would love to hear what your comments are about it, and so would our audience. I think if you got any suggestions how to use them differently than I use them, just put it down in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to our channel before, because it's free, easy to do, and you're just going to get notified every time we come out with a new video like this, so you can see what's new out there day in and day out in the painting world that's going to make you more money. You do have to hit the notification bell along with the subscribe button to get notified every time I come out with a new video. Once again, it's free, easy to do, it's simple. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, I appreciate it when you give me a thumbs up on my videos. It does help the videos statistics and analytics, which I'm kind of into. We'll see you next time on our next video. For painters, by painters, out.